Hello, everybody. Welcome to the episode 59 of the Hrudai podcast. Today's episode is going to transform the way you communicate, express, and influence. We have a very special guest with us, Sachin Thakur, sir, a storytelling coach and communication coach who has helped the CEOs and founders speak with clarity, confidence, and authority. He's a TEDx speaker and has already coached 1,500 plus leaders, helping them master the art of storytelling that not only connects but also influences and sells. In this episode, we deep dive into how powerful communication can shape your life, your career, and your identity. So let's bring Sachin sir on screen. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show.
Doing.
I'm doing great, sir. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure to have you on my podcast. So let's begin our conversation today.
Thanks for having me, brother. Thank you. Yeah, let's get started.
Yes. So tell me more about your childhood. How was your childhood, and what's your favorite moment that you had?
Well, childhood was not as amazing as kids, and I would have loved to have. Long story short, I belong to a lower middle class family, and my dad passed when I was probably 3 years old. Not a pleasant childhood I had, and not I was a good kid. I was this rebellious, not religious, not listen to mom kid who would just go and fight with other kids, abuse them sometimes. So I was not a good kid. I was not a religious kid growing up. But I always had this dream that when I grow up, I will do something special for my mom because she has sacrificed her entire life for me. So I, having that thought and dream in my mind, I kept going on my journey. So long story short, memorable moment from my childhood would be when I was slapped by my English teacher for not reading an English paragraph.
Hmm.
Right. So, and I come from Bihar and Hindi medium, Hindi medium boards. I'm not English medium background as well. So in my school, when I was in sixth standard, my teacher told me to read a paragraph from a book. And I pick up the book and start going like, I couldn't read properly because I was very weak in studying, especially in English. So he slapped me in front of the whole, entire crowd, entire session class. And then he called my mom up and then he said that your son is never gonna, even speak in English. He doesn't even know how to read properly a simple paragraph. So my mom was very hurt and she was like, Sachin, I want you to be a better man. I want you to study well. So that was the moment that kind of, even if I was probably 11, 12 years old that time, but I had this thought that I did something wrong and I should just get back to my study. So I started working hard and get start getting better and better and better, and here I am. So now I coach people in how they can become better speakers, how they can communicate effectively. Long story short, I have changed my pain into purpose in what I'm doing. I have changed my, I would say, pain into passion because I was not able to speak well. I was not able to communicate better. And I was one of the most shyest introverted kid you would have ever met. When I was 18 years old, when I shifted to Delhi, now almost 9 years ago, I went for a lot of job interviews, but I couldn't be selected because I could not speak in English. So that
Hmm.
was kind of the starting of my journey of not knowing English. And then I was like, you know what, I had to learn myself. I started learning, then started teaching at the same time. And then, yeah, it's been 9 years since I've been learning and teaching and coaching.
Wow, amazing. So why was that moment your memorable moment when your English teacher slapped you? What's the main reason that you think this was a memorable moment?
The reason I think that was a memorable moment there because that if that moment hadn't happened, I wouldn't have been here.
Hmm.
So that moment made this present moment that whatever I'm doing right now, me going on the stage, inspiring people, TEDx speaker, coaching thousands and thousands, that was the foundation of what who I am today.
Hmm.
If my mom had not felt the heat of being insulted, well, my teacher did not insult her. I'm not going to blame him. But he was like, your son is never going to speak in English. He's never going to do something good in his life. So my mom got very bothered and very disappointed that I was not a good kid at all. So if that moment hadn't existed, this Sachin wouldn't have been born.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what was your passion as a child, and did you follow that passion where you had the same passion when you were a child?
No, man. I mean, when I was a kid, my dream, of course, dreams keep changing, as you know, right? So one of my first dreams was I wanted to become a cricketer. I mean,
Mm,
every Indian second Indian kid has the dream of becoming cricketer. So I was not different. And then I wanted to become an electrical engineer. So I wanted to do my JEE from IIT. It was a dream to go to IIT, right? But of course, my mom couldn't afford to send me good school, let alone studying from any good college or something. So, things kept changing, Hrudai, when I was a kid. I mean, I never knew I would do what I'm doing right now. I was like, you know what, when I grow up, I would make 10, 15,000 rupees a month. I would give my mom a better life. I'll do some sort of job. Or in my village, place I come from, not in my village only, but the state I come from. Not only the state, but the country I come from. People are so much about government jobs. Take the government jobs, your life is set. So one of my aspirations was becoming a bank PO when I was growing
mm,
up. I
mm,
was like, you know what? If I become bank PO, I'll make 25,000 rupees a month. My life is set, right?
mm,
So yeah, things kept changing, man. I mean, as I kept exploring the possibilities and situations, things changed eventually. So it wasn't only one passion or dream. It kept changing until doing what I'm doing right now.
mm. Wow, amazing. So I can relate to that, what you said. No, your dreams kept on changing because
Hmm.
when I was a child, I wanted to become an pilot, and then I wanted to become maybe my dreams kept on changing. When I see someone, I wanted to become them. I wanted to become a business owner. I wanted to become a driver. Uh,
Hmm.
my my dreams kept on changing. When I see that person, I wanted to become them. And now when I look back and see that I was wanting to become them and that,
Hmm.
now see my goal is to become a influencer, podcaster, and now I'm working on it. See, I don't see others, oh, they have become this, they've become that, even I want to become that. Now
Yeah.
I'm focusing on one thing and I'm just running behind it.
Man, I mean, at this stage and age of your life, if you've got this much of clarity, hats off to you.
Thank you.
People don't, I'm telling you, being very honest with you, there, people don't have this much of clarity.
Mm,
I don't have any advice for you. I just have one thing to say, just stick to what you're doing.
yeah.
And you are already inspiring so many people. You inspired a part of me as well,
Thank you so
You
much.
inspired, no, absolutely. I mean it. I mean it, Hrudai. You inspired a part of me when I was at your age.
Mm,
And when I was at your age, come on, man, I did not know what to do with my life. My dream job was to work in a call center. My dream job was to get into a Sarkari or government job.
mm,
But seeing you having this kind of clarity is insane. So keep it up and keep doing the good stuffs.
thank you so much. So
Yeah.
now, how important is passion and purpose?
Well, I would say if I was not this passionate, I
Mhm.
wouldn't have existed for sure.
Mm,
Right? The thing is that people take passion sometimes as a wrong definition,
yeah.
right? People can be passionate about playing the guitar, right?
Mm,
People can be passionate about playing cricket. Yes, people have built their career in cricket and guitar, but you have to also see that what is the probability of people becoming successful in that particular field. I'm not kind of um talking that, oh, you should not be following your passion. You should, but also you have to understand one thing. Can your passion be monetized?
mm,
It's not how fast or how slow and how much it should take. Can your passion be monetized? See, if you are playing guitar, definitely there are so many guitarists in the world.
mm,
There are not many,
mm,
right? If you want to be the cricketer, come on, it's like what 1.5 billion people we have in India.
yes.
150 करोड़ की जनता इंडिया में है. And to be in the top 11 or top 15, it's damn hard. So you
Yes.
can be passionate about playing cricket, playing guitar, or singing, but you have to also understand where will your money come from, right? So people sometimes misunderstand with passion. With okay, they keep following the passion, they don't focus on making money. True story. When I was teaching in NGOs, Hrudai, eight,
Mm-hmm.
9 years ago, I was teaching as a volunteer,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was not being paid, but of course, I'm grateful that I was getting a lot of learning from those NGOs, right? Even if I was not being paid, the kind of passion that I was teaching the kids with was insane. And
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell them, hey, you know what? I'm teaching you as a volunteer teacher, but you're going to see me being very successful in this particular field, teaching. So I have had this clarity of teaching for a long, long time. So now I'm able to monetize my teaching as a passion as well, right? If you are really passionate about something, congratulations, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Also see, can you make money out of it?
Yeah.
There's a beautiful concept, a Japanese concept called ikigai.
Mm-hmm.
Out of it,
Yes.
tell me what is it? Tell me.
No, I have no idea, but I've heard of this.
Yeah, sure, no worries. So ikigai has the four pillars,
Mm-hmm.
right? First, what are you good at?
Mm-hmm.
What are you good at? What the world needs,
Mm-hmm.
right? Can you be paid for it? There is one more, I'm forgetting one more, right? So if you're good at something, see if the world needs it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And can you be paid for the same?
Mm-hmm.
You are great at something. If the world doesn't need it, and if you don't get paid, there is no, you shouldn't be following your passion, as my perspective, from my perspective, right? So passion is that, and purpose is, purpose is something that comes from your heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
My purpose, Huda, is helping people find their voice. My purpose is helping people becoming the most confident and charismatic version of themselves. My purpose is helping the people unlock their potential and help them believe that they are meant for bigger than who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I see passion and purpose.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you say communication is one of the major skill that you need to develop, you need to learn. So
No, it's
what
not.
is,
It is not. It is the major skill, Hriday. It's not one of the major skills. It is
yeah,
yeah. You can carry on with the question, please. Yeah,
so what is communication according to you, and how is it important for a human being?
sure. The first thing first, communication has always been important.
Mm,
And especially these days, Hriday, these days, AI coming in,
yeah.
people are getting worried about losing their job.
Mm,
If there's one skill that will make you absolutely irreplaceable anywhere, is communication skills. Okay. Because let's say you are technically amazing, you're 10 out of 10,
mm,
but your ability to communicate, connect, and influence and negotiate is 3 out of 10,
mm,
you are never going to be perceived as 10 out of 10. Never.
yes.
But maybe technically you are not 10 out of 10. You are maybe just 6.5 or 7.
Mm,
But your ability to communicate, influence, have conversations, negotiate is 10 out of 10.
yeah.
You come here,
Yes.
right? So communication is the key in everywhere. And nowadays, see, Hruday, people think communication is all about tonality, the body
Mm,
language. Yeah, these things matter. I teach all these things for sure. But also, communication is all about how you listen to people,
mm,
how you become empathetic when somebody's sharing
yeah.
their sorrows, their problems. Number three, how you have meaningful conversations,
Mm,
how you stay present. I'm telling you, staying in the present moment
mhm,
while having the conversation is the
mm,
most underrated communication hack for them.
mm,
Because what I see these days, and I have seen myself, and I'm sure you have seen as well, when people go on the dinner or lunch, the first thing that they do is bring their phone and put on the table,
yeah.
right? The moment you bring the phone and put on the table, you are telling me that I'm not as important.
Mm,
It does not matter phone is upside down or whatever it is, or the silent. I don't give a shit about it.
mm,
Put your phone in your pocket.
mm,
I'm telling you, every time I go to dinner, meet my people, friends, Nine out of time, 9.5 out of time, I never take my phone out.
mm,
Almost 10 out of 10. That is what? That is communication.
mm,
Nowadays, people are so much screwed over using Instagram, LinkedIn, and maybe YouTube and everything that people are not in the present moment and are able to give the other person proper time to have the proper conversation.
absolutely.
People, this world today is losing the conversationalists. This
Mm,
world is deprived of good listeners and good conversations.
mm,
If whoever is listening right now to our podcast, I want to ask them, tell me when was the last time you had a conversation with somebody for 10 minutes?
mm,
Barely they can say,
right.
right? So that says it all. And especially, bro, robot has come everywhere. Robot has taken so many of jobs and it is going to keep taking the jobs. But
Mm,
what will make you replaceable is your ability to communicate, connect, have meaningful conversations, and negotiate.
mm,
Because as my mentor, Vin Jang, he said it beautifully, and I want to give him credit. He says it that your reality is
mhm,
negotiable.
mm,
It's definitely negotiable if you become a master communicator. So, man, communication is the key. We are sitting here because of communication. You reached out to me a couple of times. We met in Bangalore. We had a wonderful conversation, and we are here.
right.
Communication is the key no matter what you do.
Yes, absolutely. Wonderful, sir. So you work with CEOs and founders. What is the biggest communication mistake even successful people make?
Great question, Hrudai. One of the biggest mistakes that people that I work with make is they think that their stories don't matter as much.
Mm,
They think, oh, if I share my stories, people will take me as I'm weak or vulnerable.
mm,
Or if I share my story, I will not get to the point. I will not talk about a program or services or product which I have built. And I always tell them that the moment you start becoming a better storyteller, not only you will be able to connect better with your audience and customer, but also you'll be able to sell more and sell you more of your product and services. And we know, Hriday, and everybody who's watching us knows that since our childhood, we
mhm,
have been hardwired for stories.
right.
And this is not my lines. I quote somebody who said it that facts tell and stories sell.
Mm,
Okay. I was working with the CEO from Chennai. I coached him one-to-one in Starbucks in Chennai. And he's an amazing guy, amazing technically. When I coached him on storytelling, Hruday, and I had made him share his story, he was like, Sachin, I never knew that I could share my story like this. I never understood importance of my own stories. But you made me realize that if I become a better storyteller, if I share my stories properly, confidently with the people, not only I will be able to connect more, but sell more as well.
mm,
So the founders think that, oh, I have to be the alpha or the rigid man or the boss. No, you don't. You have to be able to connect with people. And story is the only bridge
mhm,
that will help you connect yourself with the customer. That's the only bridge, right? So if founders, business owners, or for that matter, professional improve their storytelling, they can grow in their career like anything. Let's take an example of a professional who goes to the job interview.
right.
If the candidate shares her or his story,
Mm,
how they have overcome their challenges, how they have dealt with certain situations in the previous organization or previous projects,
mhm,
their probability goes by 88% of being selected.
mm.
So stories are everywhere. Tell me one thing, Uday. Why did you connect with me?
Because you have a good storytelling method and
Yeah,
also the right method to teach people and to
yeah.
train people. Your story inspired, and
There we
you
go.
being the being in the middle class and you being so good at communicating is so wonderful. It's not so easy that everyone can come off like this.
Hmm.
If it is like this, everyone will be like this itself.
Yes,
So you
yes.
made it happen and you learn the skill and you are wanting to teach people because you learn the method of storytelling.
Yeah, here we go, man. And also, you said beautifully that your story inspired me, right? And you mentioned that me coming from place I come from where English and communication is not as appreciated. After coming from that place, I have built myself like this. So that kind of inspired you. And that was the bridge. You thought, oh, look at this guy, he doesn't come from anything, he just made himself. So that was the bridge of inspiration and storytelling, right? So you got the answer, man. Storytelling is like the key.
Right. So now how can storytelling change someone's life, not just in business?
I just gave you one example of my client, right?
Mm,
Number one, when you start telling more stories, you start feeling good about yourself that you have got wonderful stories that can inspire other people.
mm,
You start feeling that you are more than worth it that you think you are.
mm,
You worth more than you think you are once you start telling the story. Because then you reflect upon your own journey and you see, oh my God, this is the place I come from. So much of failure, so much of resistance, so much of struggle, and I built myself. So this is a wonderful story to share with the people.
mm,
And forget about the people or the audience for a while. I can share this story with my kids, with my family, who can be inspired and impacted. So,
mm.
number one, when you share your stories, true stories, you get the feeling and a sense of self worth that you have built something meaningful,
Right.
or you have something special about yourself
Mm,
that can inspire people.
mm,
That is super important. And number two, super important. Again, storytelling, of course, sells, but it's also about, I repeat, storytelling is the best way to build connection.
mm,
Do you remember when we met in Bangalore? Dheeraj was talking about the story when Dheeraj and I met in Indore.
mhm.
He said, the way I shared my story, he connected immediately. And even after 2 years, yes, we have been connected for a while. Even after 2 years, he remembers my story vividly.
Right. Yes.
And that's why we are connected. And he's like a brother to me now. You
Mm,
saw the connection that we have,
right.
right? So that's why you must tell stories, man.
Mm, amazing. So he also, sir also mentioned that, no, I remember Sachin sir's story very clearly. I don't think
Yes,
that he remembers my story.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, right.
Now, many teenagers struggle to express themselves. What advice would you want to give them?
The reason that teenagers struggle to express themselves today is because they do not come out of their comfort zone and shell that they are in,
Mm,
right? They have been so pampered. They have been so much getting nothing wrong with being pampered, nothing, don't get me
mm,
wrong.
right.
But I think there is one step before that starts with their parents, right?
Mm,
So if parents are listening to us right now, I would tell them that put your kids, put
mm,
your sons and daughters, especially teenagers, into uncomfortable situations.
mm,
And let me give you an example. When such events happen, push your kids to go to the event. First of all, go to the events and meet strangers.
mm,
Strangers have all the opportunities you're looking for.
yeah.
Strangers have all the money you are aspiring to make,
Mm,
right? So inspire your kids to go to these events and have conversation.
mm,
And people ask me all the time, how can I become better on the stage, a
mm,
public speaker? And I always tell them, step number one, step number zero is go and have one-to-one conversations,
mm,
right? So if teenagers want to build the confidence in speaking, number one, put yourself into uncomfortable situations, attend as many events as possible, in your surrounding. Number two, go and initiate the conversation with the
mm,
strangers that you don't know. Of course, strangers that you don't know for sure. That you don't
mm,
know them for sure. But go and initiate the conversation with them.
mm, mm,
Have as many one-to-one conversation as possible. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a challenge to talk to at least one or two strangers every single day for 30 days.
mm,
For all the teenagers or whoever want to improve their communication and confidence, this is my challenge for them. Take a challenge of talking to at least one or two strangers every single day.
mm,
Start the conversation and have a goal that you keep the conversation at least for 5 to 7 minutes.
mm,
Don't say, "Hi, I'm Hrudai, nice to meet you," and then bhag jao. No, no, no. Be in the conversation.
mm,
And how can you make the conversation longer? Number one, show genuine interest.
mm,
Ask better questions, right? Find the some Me Too moments.
mm,
Find some topics to discuss for 5 to 7 minutes and
mm,
hold that conversation for 5 to 7 minutes.
right.
If anybody can do this challenge, Hruday, I can guarantee that if your confidence level is 3 out of 10, it's going to be 7 to 8 out of 10 in just 1 month. But you
Right.
have to do the stuff. You have to do the stuffs. And last but not the least, super important, extremely important, find opportunities to go on the stage. Find
Mm,
opportunities to embarrass yourself.
mm,
Find opportunities to suck at things in the beginning.
mm,
Because when you suck at something, when you go and embarrass yourself on the stage and forget the lines and people laugh at you remember them as your stories.
right.
And when you become successful, not successful, let's not use that word. Once you become better and better and better, you can keep sharing your stories of how you used to suck and how you used to embarrass yourself. That's how a teenager or anybody who wants to build the confidence can do that step by step.
Wow.
It works like anything, man. But again, implementation, please do it. Just to recap, number one, take a 30 days challenge that you are talking to at least one or two strangers every single day. Number two, have the goal that keep the conversation at least for 5 to 7 minutes. And how do you do it? Be genuinely interested, listen to them carefully, ask better questions, ask their story. That's it. Number three, find the ways to go on the stage and speak on certain topic. Grab the opportunity.
Right.
Okay, people say, "Oh, opportunities don't come to me." I'm like, you go to them. I have a simple philosophy, Hruday, that I want to tell everybody who's listening right now is either opportunities come to you or you
Go to them.
go to them. You just go and break the bloody door.
Mm,
And I'm telling you one thing before you ask me next question. People appreciate audacity.
mm,
If you show the audacity of approaching people, having the conversation, going on the stage, people would not only appreciate, but also they will give you the opportunity.
right.
Just an example, Hruday. I appreciate your audacity of reaching out to me 5, 10 times on Instagram for the podcast. And then you showed the audacity to coming to, of course, in my session in Bangalore, meeting me in one to one. And then you reminded me, sir, remember I'm the same guy who approached you. And then I told you how much I appreciated that.
Mm,
And that's the reason we are sitting here. I'm telling you one thing. That's the reason. Yes, of course, I would have gotten back to you maybe 1, 2 months later. But the reason we are doing this right now, I'm not showing my arrogance or something, but I'm telling you, the reason we are doing it so fast because I met you in person and I appreciated your audacity of not only approaching me, but coming to the session in Bangalore in one-to-one session, personal session, and meeting me and telling me that you follow me and you have done admire my work and you want me on your podcast.
right.
And also remember, Dheeraj told me that you can use the center for free. Remember that?
Yes.
See how everything is connecting? So if you show the audacity, people know don't only respect you, appreciate you, but also they give you the opportunity. Now imagine when you want to do your own session, talk to Dheeraj sir, and Dheeraj will give you the chance, opportunity. And I will talk to him on your behalf as well. Okay, hey, give this lad a chance to do the session there.
Thank you so much, sir.
I will do it. Because you have shown the audacity, man. And
Mm,
you are the inspiration for so many,
thank you.
not only teenagers, even for the people who are in their 20s and 30s, because you've shown the audacity. And I admire that so much. So well done. Kudos.
Thank you so much, sir. So, audience, here's a challenge for you that Sachin sir has given you. Go talk to the strangers for 5 to 7 minutes and build a connection with them. So, do this for 30 days and then come back to this video and comment below. How was this challenge? What all did you learn? Did you express yourself? And how was your communication skills improving?
And
So, with
anybody,
this,
sorry, Hrudai, and anybody who does the challenge and who says they have completed the challenge, they comment below after 30 days. I will give my course for free.
wow, amazing. This is one of the most amazing moment, audience. So take this as a challenge. You're gonna get something as a bonus, which is worth rupees, maybe thousands. Let them know how much it
It's
is
like
worth.
10,000, 10,000.
Wow, 10,000 rupees for free for the next 30 days when you complete it. This is
Yeah,
just mind blowing. Amazing.
absolutely.
So take this as a challenge and do this. You're gonna be doing amazing in your life also.
Awesome.
So now tell me three habits that can instantly improve communication skills.
Good question again, Uday. The three habits that can instantly help people improve their communication skills. First of all, I do not want to use the word instantly because
Mhm.
it takes time.
Right.
It, improving communication skills takes time. But if they do these three things,
Mhm.
it won't take much of a time, right? The first habit is the habit of writing.
Mm.
Now, people might say, oh, Sachin, I want to become a speaker. Why
Mm.
would I become a writer? No, writing is the best form of improving your communication skills. And let
Mm.
me tell you why. Number one, when you write, you reflect your thoughts and your thoughts get structured.
Mm.
Super important. Number two, when you write every single day, you reflect your journey. You write what lessons have you learned. You write what experiences you've had. And you can use the same thing into your speaking as well.
Right.
And last but not the least, when you write, your mind becomes clutter free and it gives you structure and thought process of what to speak on any topic. And I always say documenting your journey.
Mm.
What if I told you I have been writing since 2017?
Wow.
It has been 9 years now there,
Mm.
right? So writing is one of the underrated skills to become an incredible speaker and storyteller. Number one. Number two, reading. Reading is the most underrated skill.
Mm.
And especially nowadays, Uday, it makes me sad to see people not being too involved in reading,
Yeah.
right? They think, oh, they can go there on their phone and they can read some paragraph, some quotes, and they are sorted. No, 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 no. Let me tell you one thing, and everybody who's listening us right now, if in this age of age and this situation of AI and everything, if you want to grow rapidly, if you want to become in the top 1%, start reading
Mm.
because 99% of people will not read,
Right.
right? Steve Jobs, Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty, Narendra Modi ji, Sandeep Maheshwari, all the great people that I know, they are the incredible avid readers,
Right.
right? And let me tell you how you can become a great speaker by reading. Number one, when you read, it will give you a proper structure of sentence formation.
Yes.
Number two, you might end up learning some new words and vocabulary.
Mm.
And here's the most important part. When you read, read out loud. And there
Mm.
is a one framework which I coach for there, which I want to say everybody here is DP, deliberate practice.
Okay.
What is that?
Deliberate
Deliberate
practice.
practice. Let me get this book right now. Okay. Now, the problem with people when they read is they just read like boring stuff. Let me tell
Mm.
you how most people would read. Here we go. If you've got an idea, wait, ask what else, and you will often find that that person comes up with that very idea that's burning a hole in your brain. If she doesn't, then offer you idea and an idea not disguised as a fake question.
Mm.
This is how most people read, yes or no?
Right.
But here's my framework comes in which I call the DP, deliberate practice. When you read, number one, read out loud, super
Mhm.
important.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, by doing this practice, only 5 to 7 minutes a day will make you a wonderful speaker. Number
Mm.
one, read out loud.
Mm.
Not in your mind, read out loud. Why? Because when you read out loud, three things happen. Number one, your mouth movements come in play.
Mm.
You are practicing speaking. Number two, you're actually listening to what you're saying.
Mm.
And most
Mm.
importantly, when you're reading out loud, your voice becomes clearer and better,
Mm.
right? And here's the DP deliberate practice. Read as if you are presenting in front of people.
Mm.
Read as if you're presenting in front of people. Take pauses, bring the emotion and energy, use the tonality and everything. I will be reading the same paragraph right now and you will see the difference.
Right.
Okay, here we go. If you've got an idea, wait, ask what else? And you will often find that the person comes up with that very idea that's burning a hole in your brain. And if she doesn't, then offer your idea as an idea, not disguised as a fake question.
Mm.
Did you see how I was slowing down? I
Yes.
took more pauses,
The tone changed,
tone changed.
voice modulation.
What else? Tell me what else?
You spoke with expressing and with emotion
Absolutely.
in you.
There we go. Expressing my emotions,
Yeah.
right? And I can guarantee if people do this exercise only 5 to 7 minutes a day for 21 to 30 days, their speech clarity improves, their tonality improves, and their overall diction and pronunciation and articulation will be top notch.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? The first,
Wonderful.
writing, second, reading, and third, last but not the least, start making videos.
Mm.
It doesn't matter what work you do, which age you are at, you're too young or too old, doesn't matter. Start making videos. Today, I posted a video on my Instagram today, and then I was checking my Instagram profile, and that says 1,500 posts. How many?
1,500 posts.
1,500 posts.
Mhm.
You go to my Instagram, Coach Sachin Thakur, and you will see 1,500 posts. And 90% of, not 19, 99% of my posts are videos,
Mm.
right? So almost 1,500 videos I posted on my Instagram. Almost 1,000 videos I posted on my YouTube.
Mm.
Almost a couple of thousand on YouTube, on my Facebook account in
Mm.
groups. So I always encourage people to make videos.
Mm.
And when you make the video, something which I call R and R method, record and review. Number one,
Mhm.
record a 2 to 3 minutes video. Choose random topic. Simple. Go to chat. Step number one, go to chat GPT and ask chat GPT to give you the top 25 conversation starters or top 25 daily life topics, easy
Mm.
topics. Number one. Number two, pick the topic and make the video. Don't prepare, just make the video.
Right.
Step number three, something I love it, which I call the auditory review. What's that?
Auditory.
Right. Where you just play the video and put the phone upside down and just listen to your voice.
Right.
Pay attention on the vocal foundations. Are
Mm.
you being too fast or too slow? Are you
Mm.
maintaining the proper rate of speech? Are you taking enough pauses? Are you
Mm.
using so many ums and ahs, so whatever?
Mm.
Do you have energy in your voice?
Mm.
Take notes of these points. 5, 10, 15 things. Step number 3 or 4, forgot that.
Four.
Something four, thank you. Four, something which I call the visual
Mm,
auditor, visual review. Sorry. In this case, mute yourself and just look at yourself. It's gonna be excruciating not listening to you and just looking at yourself. Observe number one, your expression. Are you smiling or just resting face? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a session. Number two, do you using the hand gesture or just standing
mm,
like this or just standing like this or not having proper hand gesture?
mm,
Number three, are you maintaining the eye contact with the camera?
mm,
Right? And all these things. Right? So make notes of these things. And here's the most important part. What, let's say you have noted down 15 things to work upon. Yeah, I was fast, not expressive. I'd use a lot of ums and ahs, not proper body language. The worst mistake that people make, Hruday, is they want to improve everything at once. Oh, I will improve this, I will improve this, I will improve this. No, choose one thing at a time. For
mm,
example, the first thing on your list is you use a lot of ums and ahs.
mm,
Choose that for 1 week, at least 3 days or 1 week.
mm.
And next video may try to reduce ums and ahs by taking more pauses, right? Once you develop of the habit of not using ums and ahs, then move to the next one. Oh, my expressions were not coming. Well, let me smile more.
Right.
This might take 6 to 8 or 10 weeks, but the ones who do it were there.
Mm.
They will be unrecognizable in their communication skills.
Absolutely, yes. Perfect.
Please do it. The worst thing that you people, 90% people won't do it. But the good thing, if the 10% people do it, they
Mm.
will be unstoppable, unrecognizable in their communication skills.
Yes, absolutely. Amazing. So now you have gone to 1 billion follower summit in Dubai. So after meeting so many successful and struggling people, what is one pattern you see in human behavior?
I have realized, Hrudai, that bigger the people,
Mm-hmm.
more famous the people,
Mm-hmm.
the more humble they are.
Mm.
99%. I've had some weird experience I will not talk about right now. But in 99% cases, the people that I met, people like Vishen Lakhiani,
Mm-hmm.
my icon and my godfather of communication, Win Jang,
Mm.
my mentor and my friend Yasir Khan with millions of followers, Dhruv Rathi, all these people. I've realized one thing that they want to see you succeed and they want to give you the opportunity to talk to them and have the conversation with them.
Wow.
And let me tell you, this is so important, right? Because what happens through there when people start growing,
Mm.
their ego kicks in, right? And they start seeing people who have less follower than them as I don't give a shit about them, right? Which I did not find this pattern. I did not find in the people that I was able to meet in Dubai.
Mm.
Very humble, very giving, very open. And once again, I'm going to repeat what I said in the beginning. They respond to audacity.
Wow.
If you show the audacity to reach out to them,
Mm.
chances are no chances. 100% chances they will give you the chance to speak to them.
That's amazing.
Right? So,
Well said.
one thing, audacity, and again, very humble, very giving. Almost everybody, I would say.
Right. So now we have spoke about storytelling, communication, but pronunciation is one of the most amazing thing in communication. Yeah. So what are the commonly mispronounced words and correct them for our audience? Can you give us some examples?
Sure. I always say that pronunciation is the heart and soul of any language, you
Hmm.
know. And especially we are talking in English, so I would say pronunciation is the heart and soul of the English language, you know. And the reason I say it because pronunciation simply means saying the word as it is.
Hmm.
Your name is Hrudai. But if I call you Hirday, Harday, you
Right.
wouldn't feel good, right? I'm like,
Yes.
oh, what's wrong with this guy, right? So simple pronunciation means saying the word as it is. Here are the few words that we Indians, especially, and I would say South Asians, the Indian,
Mm-hmm.
Pakistanis, Nepalese, or Sri Lankans, or especially South Indians, we make a lot of mistakes in pronunciation. Number one, pronunciation itself. Pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Right. Number two, comfortable. People say comfortable. It's
Mm.
comfortable. Comfortable. Number three is photographer. People say photographer.
Mm.
Photographer. It's photographer or photography for that matter. Right. Number four is executive. It's executive.
Mm.
It is not executive presence. It's executive presence. You
Mm.
know, in the morning, what do we have? Breakfast? No, we have breakfast.
Mm.
See here, I'm not trying to change my accent.
Mm. Right.
I'm focusing upon pronunciation. I didn't say, oh, executive, photographer, breakfast. No,
Mm.
screw up the accent. Focus on improving your pronunciation.
Mm.
Yeah. There are many words, but these are the five, seven words which I find people use every single day and, they mispronounce it all the time.
Yes. So can you guide us through a quick 30-second pronunciation exercise live?
I just gave you example of how to pronounce it, and I can give one technique that people can use to improve their pronunciation. Right? Find 5 to 7 words. Step number one, five. Sorry, step number one: find 5 to 7 words every single day that you don't know how to pronounce them. Step number two: go on Google Cambridge Dictionary website and listen to the exact pronunciation. Repeat it. Repetition is the key. Repeat those words. Number three, put those words into conversations, in sentences, in speaking, and repeatedly keep using it, and eventually it'll become better. It takes time, but if you follow this step by step, it has all the things. Yeah.
Yes. What role does confidence play in pronunciation?
I used to think earlier that pronunciation is everything, right? It gives you a lot of confidence. It
Mhm.
does. But the actual confidence does not mean to have great pronunciation. My mindset has changed regarding that. Because I used to teach English earlier, so I was obsessed with
Mm.
pronunciation. I'm
Mhm.
not anymore. Yes, I always recommend people to improve their pronunciation, right? But your confidence is different, man. Right? Communication and confidence doesn't have to do anything with the language.
Mm.
Communication and confidence is skill. You can be confident in communication in English language, Kannada, Hindi, Bhojpuri,
Mhm.
Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, any other language,
Mhm.
right? So I would say confidence does not, or pronunciation does not equal confidence, but it is important. It is surely important.
Right. So now let's come to teenagers asked questions.
Sure.
How do I speak confidently in front of my class?
It depends. Do you mean by class presentation or
No, generally when they have to ask questions or wanting to speak to their class teacher or subject
right?
teacher, how do they speak confidently?
As I told you, find as many opportunities to have conversations.
Hmm.
A simple rule: if you do one thing at least for 30 times, you become better at it. Simple
Hmm.
rule. So if you have 30 conversations with 30 other people that you don't know, or all these strangers, you will automatically become confident in front of people that you know already.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So what if people laugh at me while speaking?
When people laugh at you, that's the best thing that can happen to you. If people do not laugh at your dream or what you speak, how you speak, then you're not trying something new. Let
Hmm.
them laugh. People used to laugh at my accent because I had this Bihari accent, and I'm very proud of
Hmm.
my origin, where I come from, my accent. But I had to change it. I had to remove the MTI, mother tongue influence. But usse pehle, I had this Sarshaw problem. I had this Rado problem. You will
Hmm.
not believe I used to say pain, not pen. I used to say this pain, not pen, but I improved it, and people used to laugh at it. So be it, let them laugh. You
Mm.
work on bettering yourself. And once you become better, the ones who laugh at you become your fans eventually.
Amazing. So I know things, but I can't express them. Why does this happen?
The reason you can't express, I will go to the same point, is that you don't practice enough. You
Mm.
don't put yourself into uncomfortable situations enough. Jan Bujke knowingly put yourself into uncomfortable situations and conversations
Mm.
because your mind prepares you. Once your mind starts preparing you for these situations, you automatically become better. First couple of conversations, your mind will like, come on, mat karo, don't do it, what are you doing? Because the primary goal, the primary job of our mind is to save ourselves from the danger or uncomfort. Tell your mind, screw you, bro, I'm gonna go anyway. And once you break that situation, that zone, you become better. And again, as I told you, become better at expressing your ideas comes from expressing your ideas more often, embarrassing yourself more, and putting yourself in the situations where you can talk more, have more conversation.
Mm. How do I stop overthinking while speaking?
Just stop overthinking. Just stop overthinking and just start speaking. I'm sure you have been following my contents from the last few months, and especially when I was in Dubai.
Mhm.
You've seen my videos, right? I was posting three, four videos every single day. The only reason,
Mhm.
there are two reasons. First, you should stop overthinking because every time you hesitate, somebody less talented than you becomes better than you and takes your spot.
Mhm.
Imagine, Hrudai, when I was in Dubai, I would have thought, oh, you know what? I made the video, but I will post after 3, 4 months, or I should not make the video. The big people, oh my God, I'm not going to make the video. If I had over thought those sentences and those thoughts, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you, right? So this is how it works. I repeat, my one of my favorite quotes is every time you hesitate, somebody less talented than you is beating you, is
Mm.
getting ahead of you. Simple.
Wow. So what advice would you give to parents about supporting young entrepreneurs?
I will tell them number one, that give them the at least couple of chances.
Mm.
Before you judge them that, oh, go and get the job or prepare for the government exam, if your son or daughter is telling you that,
Mhm.
hey, I have got this idea, I want to work upon this, please do not stop them. Give them a couple of chances at least to prove themselves.
Mm.
And if the passion is true, if the hunger is true, you will definitely see something. Now, I'm not saying you will see them becoming successful in 1, 2 months or 1 year. No. But you will see some sort of progress, getting better and better.
Mm.
Right? If you see that, please give them more chances. Because, true story, Uday, my mom, she has never been to school.
Mm.
Never.
Mhm.
Even if she is not educated on paper, she is the most educated woman in the world when it comes to understanding what I wanted to do with my life. And she gave me, number one, she always believed in me. So
Mm.
all the parents who are watching this podcast right now, this story right now, please believe in your kids, believe in your daughter and son more than they believe in themselves.
Mm.
Because if my mom hadn't believed in me, I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
Right? So please give them the chances and then see how they are progressing. And
Mm.
if you don't see anything, have the conversation with them.
Mm.
Hey, what's the update? Where have you reached? And give them a couple of more chances. Only if you see that there is some possibility. Because see, sometimes people just start randomly. And let me tell you, if your parents are stopping you from doing something, not because they don't want you to be successful,
Mm.
your parents want you to be more successful more than anybody else. It's just that it comes from their sense of saving you from the danger, saving you from the uncomfortable situations. And stuffs. They're not wrong here. You, as a young entrepreneur, is your job is to convey your message.
Right.
Have the conversation with your parents. Hey, this is what I want to do. Please allow me. Please give me some time. And
Mm.
then, as a parents, please do give them some time and believe in them, their ability, and see how things go.
Wow, wonderful message, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So when we come to the last part of this episode, that will be rapid fire questions, one
Sure.
round. So are you excited for this, sir?
Let's go.
Yeah. One word that defines you.
Charismatic.
Happiness or success?
Happiness.
Money or meaning?
Both.
Discipline or motivation?
Discipline 100% time. Motivation is trash. Garbage.
Risk or safety?
Oh man. Always risk.
Dream big or start small?
Wow. One of the best questions. Always, 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 always dream big. Always. And then as you go by, you understand the processes.
Hmm. Comfort zone or growth zone?
Growth zone, man. Always.
Leader or learner?
Learner all the time. Always learner. You become leader eventually.
Passion or consistency?
Wow. I would say consistency beats everything. But if
That
there's no passion, there's no consistency. So I don't know how to answer this question, but I would choose 50-50, both. I would say both. Yeah.
fear or faith?
Faith, always. Faith declines all the fear, always.
Right. Amazing, sir. Thank you so much, sir. This was just
Thank you, man.
amazing. This
Yeah, yeah.
was the podcast which was raw and very, very expressive because the kind of knowledge and the opinions of yours shared today was just mind blowing. Many tips, many learnings that we got from this podcast. So, audience, go ahead in the comment box and give us one word or one line. How was this podcast? What did you learn from this podcast? So, sir, what is your last message that you would want to give me and as well as the audience?
I would say number one, always dream bigger than your awqat. Awqat is your capacity or your current
Yeah.
situation. Always. Wherever you are, always dream big. Because in our childhood, we have been taught कि चादर जितनी बड़ी हो पैर उतना ही फैलाना चाहिए. Means,
Mm,
I don't know the English of it, but it means like do not go beyond your capacity. Always dream beyond your capacity. Number one. Number two, super important. You become your best cheerleader. Always. Because once you start succeeding, you will get thousands of people cheering for you. But when you fail, there will be no one but except you.
mm,
And last but not the least, the universe responds to audacity.
right.
The universe responds to speed and audacity. And again, I appreciate your audacity so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
I genuinely mean it. And it is 30th March 2026. And I'm telling you this online that you are gonna inspire so many people out there.
Thank you so much, sir.
I see that arg, that hunger, that passion in you. Keep it up. Don't give up. Don't listen to naysayers. Let them talk shit about you or whatever you're doing. Just keep believing. And here, my last message is every single time you doubt yourself, just have a conversation with your mom.
Mm,
Okay. And I'm sure she's very proud of you. I am very proud of you. Okay.
thank you, sir.
May God bless you. Keep growing, keep showing up. And anytime you think I could be of your help, my doors are open for you. You're just one call away.
Thank you
Okay?
so much, sir, for your beautiful message and thoughts for our audience. Thank you so much, audience, for being
God
a
bless
part
you.
of this
God
episode.
bless.
Let's look forward to have you in my next episode. Till then, take care and goodbye.
Thank you then. Bye bye. Take care, man. Take care.